Every great restaurant company has a way of bringing their signature item to the guests in a way that creates a separation between them and the competition. In our case, it's pasta. If you think about our pasta, it's just two ingredients: durum wheat and water, formed into a dough, extruded or pushed through little holes in a machine under pressure, that's then dried, boxed, and sent to the restaurants. Pasta is one of the most beloved food items in the world. The average Italian eats over 58 pounds of pasta a year, and America is the largest consumer of pasta annually at over 6 billion pounds. At Piada, we have a very specific recipe for pasta, stating a very specific weight with boiling water. And this is for many reasons. First of all, with the thin spaghetti, we have to be careful we only cook the recommended amount because of the starch that comes out of the pasta and how much we can toss in the bowl after cooking. When the pasta is dropped in the boiling water, we wait until it becomes slightly pliable, and then we stir it thoroughly to make sure that it gets separated and is cooking freely. Boiling water is critical for the cooking time to make sure that the pasta is cooked enough and achieves that al dente bite for later. Pulling the pasta from the water is another critical step. As my chef friend Bruno Veren would say, water is the enemy of pasta after you remove it from the cooking water, as he would furiously shake the water off the pasta. It should be well drained and free from sitting in any water. We use the air-cool method versus the shock bath. Anytime that we introduce water below the boiling point to pasta, it will absorb the water versus cook it. Next, tossing the pasta with the right amount of oil in the bowl. Too little, and it'll stick together, and too much, that as you retherm it, the sauce or the seasoning won't stick to it. 5 pounds of dried thin spaghetti, once cooked, should be chilled on 4 sheet pans in the cooler. Yeah, I know it's a lot of pans, but it's absolutely necessary for cooling the pasta down and making sure it doesn't overcook. Once cooled below 40 degrees, the pasta must be transferred to a covered hotel pan. Letting the pasta sit in the walk-in all day will only begin to dry out the exposed parts of the pasta and will result in an inconsistent eating experience. And when we allow the cooks to do this, they'll autocorrect by using more oil. And this is how the recipe becomes a guideline to be followed, more or less. I also get asked a lot, why don't we salt our pasta water? We choose to add salt after cooking for a more consistent flavor profile. That's why it's critical for us to use the right weight of pasta, to retherm in boiling water, and then use the right utensils for salt and pepper mix and butter. Ultimately, you can look at the pasta and tell if it's seasoned right. The glisten of the butter, the black pepper flecks, and the parsley. It's with discipline and focus that we can attain excellent results on pasta, which is our #1 selling item. Until next week, Chef Matt.